Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H recently shared his thoughts on WrestleMania moving back to Las Vegas. The company announced that the show of shows would return to Vegas in 2026 after a successful showing this year. On the February 21 edition of SmackDown, The Rock showed up and announced that New Orleans would be the venue for next year's WrestleMania. WWE recently backtracked on this announcement, citing Mania to Vegas, while stating that New Orleans would now host Money in the Bank 2026. This week, during the post-Money in the Bank press conference, Triple H spoke about how WWE was truly becoming a global brand with large-scale events the world over. He noted that this year's reception and the infrastructure were a big factor in bringing the WrestleMania extravaganza back to the city. WWE once again shattered records with this year's Money in the Bank. Triple H reported that over 17,000 fans attended the event this weekend in Inglewood, California, breaking the indoor record they had set back in January. When he is not reporting news, he loves reading and collecting WWE action figures. He currently owns over 500 wrestling figures and merchandise. Prityash is a WWE news writer for Sportskeeda Wrestling who started watching wrestling in the later part of the Attitude Era. Although he holds a bachelor's degree in engineering, Prityash was a creative writer for his college, and his flair for creativity and love of pro wrestling eventually led him to the journalism field. After an initial stint in 2016 to 2017, he has been writing regularly for Sportskeeda since 2021. As someone who loves and respects the business, he prides himself on factual, clean, and ethical reporting, free of plagiarism and AI usage. One of the ways he ensures this is by transcribing videos that he reports on. Prityash had the privilege of interviewing superstar Matt Hardy in his career so far. Although, his favorite wrestler is CM Punk, as he relates to his straight-edge philosophy. In the aftermath of one of the most talked-about WrestleMania main events in recent memory, Paul Triple H Levesque has finally addressed the controversy that has had the WWE Universe buzzing for weeks. With fan forums ablaze, social media in uproar, and even veteran wrestlers weighing in, the Chief Content Officer broke his silence during a press conference at WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. This year's WrestleMania was, by every metric, a spectacle. Pyrotechnics lit up the night. 80,000-plus fans roared in unison, and the culmination of long-running storylines reached fever pitch. But it was the closing moments of the main event, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, that drew an emotional response, not just from the live audience, but from millions around the globe. Cody Rhodes, who many believed was destined to finally finish the story, was once again thwarted, this time thanks to a shock return and interference by none other than The Rock, aligning himself with the bloodline in an unexpected heel turn. Reigns retained, fans gasped, and the WWE Universe found itself split between those who applauded the boldness of the booking and those who cried foul at what they called a burial of the American nightmare. For weeks, Levesque remained silent, allowing the product to speak for itself. But with speculation spiraling and tensions reaching a boiling point, he sat down with media and gave a measured, yet revealing, response. "I get it," Triple A began, adjusting his black leather jacket with the quiet command of a man who's walked in both wrestling boots and boardroom shoes. "People are passionate. They've invested in Cody's journey. And for a moment, a lot of them believed this was it. That's not something we take lightly." What followed was a candid explanation of the creative choices that led to one of the most divisive WrestleMania endings in modern WWE history. Wrestling is about emotion. It's about making you feel something, whether it's joy, rage, heartbreak, or hope. We didn't just want to give people what they expected. We wanted to give them something they would never forget. Levesque continued, "This wasn't just about one match. This was about the long game. About evolution, about character arcs, about shaking the foundation of what fans thought they knew. If people are talking this much, we've done our job." The Rock's turn, long-term storytelling, or short-term shock. One of the most heated aspects of the controversy has been Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's involvement. Fans were stunned when he appeared in the final moments of the match, not to congratulate the winner or stand tall in legacy, but to cost Cody Rhodes the most important match of his career. Was it risky? Of course, Triple H said. Bringing back a global icon like The Rock and having him not be the babyface savior, but the ultimate antagonist, that's something that rewrites the rules. But The Rock was all in. He saw the vision. According to sources inside WWE, the move had been in the works for over 6 months, with only a handful of people, including Levesque, Reigns, and Rock himself, in the loop. The secrecy, the precision of execution, and the layers of emotional manipulation were all deliberate. It's a win for Cody, because his story just got even bigger. It's no longer just about legacy. It's about redemption, about justice, about becoming undeniable when the system is clearly stacked against him. It's a win for Roman, because love him or hate him, he continues to prove he's not just a champion, he's the champion. There's nobody doing it like him. This version of Rock? It's something you've never seen before. A corporate titan who isn't coming back to wave and smile, but to remind people who built this house. That's dangerous. That's compelling. Since the match, #JusticeForCody and #HeelRock trended worldwide. Fans have created videos, memes, fanfiction, and even petitions demanding a rematch or even a change in WWE leadership. But while the reactions are heated, one thing is certain: people care. Wrestling journalist and historian Dave LaFontaine put it best in a recent editorial. Wrestling lives in controversy. When things are too predictable, they're forgotten. But controversy? Controversy endures. Would you rather forget the ending the next day or debate it for the next year? People may be mad, they may feel robbed, but they're watching, and they're feeling something real. With SummerSlam on the horizon, speculation is already running rampant. Will Cody finally get his rematch? Will The Rock's heel persona evolve into something more sinister? And where does this leave Roman Reigns, now deeper in the bloodline saga than ever before? Triple H remained tight-lipped about upcoming storylines, but offered one final thought. We're just getting started. WrestleMania was the end of one chapter, but the beginning of something bigger. People wanted a revolution. Be careful what you wish for. In an era where attention spans are short and spoilers are everywhere, WWE managed to pull off the unthinkable. A genuine surprise that split the audience, but captivated it all the same. Triple H's confidence in the booking, in the talent, and in the emotional investment of the fans underscores a shift in WWE's creative direction. No longer afraid to subvert expectations or delay gratification, the company seems ready to bet on long-term storytelling, even at the cost of short-term outrage.